Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be showing to you how amazing it is to grow tomatoes. For 2 years now, my husband has been enjoying growing tomatoes. He has a green thumb. The first huge one. I just came here like 2 days ago and this is so small. Look at that.
Oh yeah, huh? Yeah, I've got more soil to this one.
And his tomatoes are taking off fast. Look at these tomatoes. Oh my lord. These are the cherry tomatoes.
$57.63. Shop and save.
There's a lot of tomatoes. He has a lot of tomatoes there. Oh man, this is beautiful. And look over here. Another big plant of tomatoes. Tomatoes. Oh man. He has a green thumb. Those are big ones. There's more tomatoes than leaves. I will have to can these. Of course, my kale. My favorite kale. And these are okra. Okra. Little okra here. Okra, come on, okra. There are some ripe tomatoes here. My kale. I'm just gonna replant these, transplant these. I think these are squash. Now we are at the big greenhouse. I just harvested few this morning because my coworker is asking for tomatoes. So nice to see these tomatoes. And my kale is still growing and growing. Cherry tomatoes. Yeah, my husband just harvested. There was a lot of these like 3 days ago. But he has to harvest it because it's getting too much tomatoes. This is his greenhouse. Oh, look at my gabi. It's growing. And the sweet potatoes. Kamote. I have talbos. Oh man, they're actually growing. Now we are at the big greenhouse. I just harvested few this morning because my coworker is asking for tomatoes. So nice to see these tomatoes. And my kale is still growing and growing. Cherry tomatoes. My husband just harvested. There was a lot of these like 3 days ago. But he has to harvest it because it's getting too much tomatoes. This is his greenhouse. Okay, will this be enough? I think so. Okay, will this be enough? I think so. Okay, so we are in my husband's vegetable greenhouse actually. You don't have to call it vegetable garden. What are you doing, Scott?
I'm adding a 220 volt timed controlled supply to new high output grow lights.
Cool.
The lights are right behind you.
We're going to be sporting 3,000 watt Gavita Pro lines, but we're going to run them, that's a controllable ballast. We're going to run them on 600 watts, more than enough for what we're doing in here. I have a fourth light, but I'm going to hang on to it. I still got to fix it. Remember when I plugged the bulb in?
Yeah.
And broke it down there at their house?
Okay, so these are the tomatoes and...
Well, hold on. So basically what Scott did for us earlier summer is he put power out to here, 110. We have 110 going down the sidewall with 4 receptacles and 2 at the end, and that lets me plug in my radio, the fans and such. And today he ran another line, which is 220,
Control box is right there,
to power up the 3 Gavitas. So he's actually double wired for us, 110 line and a 220 line. Yeah, look at the control box.
Yes.
That's all the new controls.
Isn't that awesome?
Comes with a timer.
Oh yeah.
I used to know how to assemble those.
Ah, well, you can fix this one when I'm done.
Not anymore.
Yeah, the orange cord there will be plugged into a timer.
Yeah, this will go to a timer. And we have 220 volts coming in through this cable in to feed the relays. The red stripes are the 240 volts that go out, and each one will be a separate zone
So
through a controller
this
for the
will
lights.
run during the winter season?
Yes.
Yeah, and see, so I'll have my lights come on at 3 o'clock in the morning because 3 to 6 is the coldest time of the morning. We'll blow the hot air from the 3 lamps and circulate it down in here, which should hopefully keep me from going below 40 during the winter.
Yeah, and these tomatoes, what can you say about these tomatoes, Rav?
What can we say about this? These are the little pear tomatoes we started from seed later in the year, but they've done well.
Yeah,
And
they're
if you
supposed to be
remember-
done already for the season.
Oh yeah,
huh?
if
But
you remember these other 6 tomato plants in here, especially the 4 front ones, these are the ones that grew all the way to the ceiling. We harvested mass tomatoes.
yes.
I cut them all the way back and they have regrown in a matter of weeks and are starting to flower.
Oh, wow.
This one right here is putting tomatoes on again. Granted, we're at the
awesome.
end of October. Come on down, I'll show you here. Come on in here. So here, this is somebody you might want to try in the future, my main trunk, my main branches. So what I did is when it was up there and at the end of its life cycle, it came back, and as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 9 main branches. I cut all of them back, and each one only had a few leaves, just like down here. Pump that puppy full of nitrogen, and there you go.
There's one ripe tomato there.
Here's the last one I cut down a couple weeks ago. Remember this one, dear? When I
Yes.
took the last
There's
ripe
one
tomato off,
okra.
this one was almost as high as the rafter.
This is overripe. Okra.
Oh yeah, the
Kinda
okra.
hard.
I cut it back too, and
Yes, they're
this
growing
one and
back.
the 2 behind you are putting okras on again and new leaves. I
Cool.
didn't know okras are perennial.
Okras
Maybe
can do
they're not.
that.
Come over here. Look at this one. So we had this double. These are my real cherry tomatoes. This one was the one that was growing out
Yes,
here, so
yes.
I cut it all the way back. I know that'll work. This right here is what I did to this, and this came back.
So it's gonna grow
Some
again.
carrots, some peas that aren't doing very good. This one got cut back too. See, it was cut all the way down to this level. Same here. These are my, oh, what do you call it?
Cherry.
Genetically modified.
Cherry tomatoes.
These are a cherry tomato. They are absolutely
Smells
delicious. Low in acidity. Same thing. I cut this thing down and it grew back and it is putting on tomatoes right now. Look at this. She's doing real good. Okay, come on up here. Down below there, remember that was a seed that somehow dropped sometime probably in the last year or 2, 3. Look.
Wow.
I have no idea how or where. I just don't know. Garlic, onions. This is a spaghetti squash. She's putting on a lot of flowers and new growth. I'm very happy
What are
with
you
that.
gonna do with those?
These are my hydroponic. I'm going to try Kratky method, and one that is no air circulation or water circulation. It's just water with the minerals. This one will have air pump in it to oxygenate the water, but what you do is you start your starting in here, you fill the water up to about 1/8 of an inch touching in the cup. Those roots will tap into the water and just start drinking the water and putting out more air roots to get its air. And
Is that for bok choy? Oh,
bok
look at
choy.
this.
These are this is
Garlic.
Scotty brand. This is Scotty garlic.
Oh.
Yeah, he started these for us. These are some lettuces that I had planted in the greenhouse next door, and a few extras. I probably waited too long to throw them in for.
Let's go to the other greenhouse. And look at that. I think this is meant for my hair. I'm
This is
close
my
to being bald.
this is my butterfly. I can't remember what. It's like 3 years old. It was just a stick. It came back this year.